Hey, I'm Joseph, just a regular 17-year-old with big dreams. Life was simple and exciting. I had incredible visions. But life tests you. My dad, Jacob, was my strength. My brothers were jealous. Their resentment grew. They decided to act. Their jealousy led to betrayal. And so my journey began. Joseph's story, though ancient, still resonates today. It's about dreams, betrayal, resilience, and forgiveness. Teenagers haven't really changed. We still crave acceptance, chase dreams, and stumble through life's trials. Joseph's journey might seem extraordinary, but the lessons are universal. No matter what you're going through, know that you're not alone. So come journey with Joseph and discover how his story can guide you through modern-day challenges. Life in our nomadic family was simple but beautiful. My father loved me deeply, born to him in his older years. He'd share tales of our ancestors, planting hope in my soul. My brothers saw his favoritism as an injustice. Their resentment grew like a weed in their hearts. Just like today, favoritism can create deep rifts within families. It's a reminder that love and fairness must go hand in hand to prevent division. One night, Joseph had a profound dream. He saw 11 stars and sheaves of wheat bowing to him. Joseph shared his dream with his brothers. Instead of awe, he was met with scorn. "Do you really believe we would bow to you?" they sneered. Their words stung sharp and piercing. The dream that excited him fueled their jealousy. Many today face skepticism when sharing their visions. Stay true to your dreams, despite the doubts of others. A palpable tension settled over our family. My brothers treated me with hostility. I became an outsider in my family. I retreated, seeking solace in the hills. Little did I know, their jealousy would escalate into something sinister. Just like Joseph, many today face jealousy and hostility in their workplaces. Finding solace in personal passions can be a refuge. But beware, as jealousy can still lead to harmful actions. One day my father sent me to check on my brothers. As I approached, a strange silence descended upon them. "Look who's here," one of them snarled, the great dreamer himself. Their words were like daggers piercing through my hope. They circled me, shadows twisting in the sun. Terror gripped my heart. Their jealousy mutated into something sinister. I was trapped with nowhere to run. Many today face challenges in their workplaces or communities. But remember, standing firm and believing in your dreams can turn adversities into triumphs. They seized me, tearing at my clothes, their laughter echoing my worst fears. They cast me into a deep pit, the earth closing in like a tomb. My pleas were met with silence. Darkness enveloped me. I was alone. Then, I heard camels approaching. My brothers had sold me, condemning me to slavery. My world had shattered. Just like Joseph, we too face moments of despair. But it's in these moments that we find our true strength. With faith and resilience, we can overcome any challenge. The journey to Egypt was a blur of heat and dust. The merchants treated us like cattle. As we approached Egypt, I felt hope. Perhaps here I could forge a new life. I had survived betrayal and the journey. A spark of resilience still flickered. I would rise above the ashes, stronger and determined. Just like Joseph, we face our own trials today. But with resilience and hope, we can overcome and thrive. Egypt, a land so different from my own. I was purchased by Potiphar, an officer in Pharaoh's court. He placed me in charge of his household. I threw myself into my work, determined to prove my worth. I learned the Egyptian ways, their language, their customs. A sense of normalcy returned to my life. But fate had other plans, new challenges to test me. Just like Joseph, we too face unexpected trials in our lives today. We must adapt, learn, and grow to overcome them. And through perseverance, we can find a sense of normalcy and purpose once again. Potiphar's wife was strikingly beautiful. Her glances lingered on Joseph. Whispers of her interest spread through the household. She cornered Joseph, eyes blazing with desire. Her words were a silken trap. Joseph's heart pounded with fear. He was young and vulnerable, much like many, today, facing moral dilemmas. In our modern world, we too encounter situations that test our integrity and resolve. But a voice within me, my father's voice, whispered. I thought of my dreams, and knew true power lay in resisting. How could I do such a wicked thing and sin against God? Her reaction was swift and brutal, painting me as the villain. I was cast into prison, my integrity intact, but my spirit broken. We face modern-day challenges that test our integrity. Standing firm in our values is a testament to our character. Though we may feel broken, our spirit can emerge stronger. The weight of the iron bars pressed against me. The darkness mirrored my despair. How could this be happening? I had done everything right. I prayed, begging for deliverance. Slowly a glimmer of hope emerged. Just like Joseph, we too face our own prisons today. Whether it's financial struggles, personal loss, or emotional battles, with faith and perseverance, a glimmer of hope can always emerge. Word spread of my ability to interpret dreams. Pharaoh's cupbearer and baker sought me out. I listened to their dreams. The cupbearer's dream spoke of restoration. The baker's dream was an omen of doom. My interpretations rang true. I made a simple request. Remember me. Today, we face challenges that seem insurmountable. But with hope, we can find our way. Like the cupbearer, we too can be restored. Years passed. The memory of the cupbearer's promise faded, like a whisper lost in the wind. Joseph continued to serve his sentence, his spirit unbroken but weary. Then, one night, Pharaoh was troubled by vivid dreams. He saw 7 healthy cows devoured by 7 sickly cows, 7 plump ears of grain swallowed by 7 withered ears. The dreams filled Pharaoh with unease. He summoned his advisors, his magicians, his wise men, but none could interpret the dreams. Then the cupbearer remembered the young Hebrew prisoner who had interpreted his dream years before. Joseph was summoned to the palace, his heart pounding. He stood before Pharaoh, the most powerful man in Egypt, his legs trembling, his throat dry. But as he listened to Pharaoh's dreams, calm washed over him. This was his moment, the culmination of God's plan. Just like Joseph, we face challenges that test our patience and resilience. In our modern world, we encounter obstacles that seem insurmountable. But with faith, determination, and the right moment, we too can rise above and achieve greatness. The famine ravaged the land without mercy. It cast a shadow over my father's household in Canaan. My brothers, who once cast me aside, were now journeying to Egypt for survival. A mix of emotions surged through me: anger, resentment, and deep hurt. But their haggard faces showed not cruelty, but humility. Judah stepped forward, his voice trembling with shame. He pleaded for mercy, unaware he spoke to me. His words, filled with remorse, struck a chord deep within me. Whether in ancient Canaan or today's world, the power of compassion and mercy remains timeless. I could bear the charade no longer. The weight of the secret, the years of unspoken pain, threatened to shatter my fragile control. "I am Joseph, your brother," I cried out, my voice echoing through the chamber. Astonishment, disbelief, and fear crossed their faces. They stumbled back, eyes wide with terror. The full weight of their actions crashed down upon them. Years of pent-up emotions surged forth. The pain of betrayal, the loneliness of exile, even in the darkest of times. I wept openly, unashamed, as the walls of bitterness crumbled down. Just as Joseph faced his brothers, we too face moments of truth in our lives. Whether it's confronting a friend, revealing a long-held secret, or making a difficult confession, these moments can be transformative. They offer a chance for reconciliation, for healing, and for finding common ground. Like Joseph, we can emerge stronger, more resilient, and ready to face new challenges. Word reached my father Jacob that his long-lost son was alive and well, the ruler of all Egypt. The news breathed new life into his weary heart. He journeyed to Egypt, filled with anticipation. The moment our eyes met, the years melted away. I saw the flicker of recognition, the overwhelming joy of reunion. We embraced a long, tearful embrace that healed the past. My brothers, faces etched with remorse, approached hesitantly. I embraced them, offering forgiveness freely. The years of bitterness dissolved in that moment. We were a family, bound by pain, forgiveness, and redemption. Just as Joseph's family found healing, we too can overcome modern-day challenges through forgiveness and unity. In our fast-paced world, the power of reconciliation and the strength of family bonds remain timeless. Whether facing personal struggles or global crises, the lessons from Joseph's story remind us that together we can find hope and redemption. Joseph's life was a whirlwind of highs and lows. He held on to his dreams, even when they seemed impossible. Joseph faced betrayal and despair, yet emerged stronger. True greatness lies in character, integrity, and faith. You are on your own journey, just like Joseph. You have dreams and aspirations. You'll face challenges and moments of doubt, just as Joseph did. Remember the power of resilience and forgiveness. Your path may be different, but the lessons remain. Embrace your dreams even when others doubt you. Find strength in adversity, as Joseph did. Stand firm in your convictions. When life knocks you down, rise again. Your journey to greatness awaits, just as Joseph's did.